you true. Gonna make you feel good, gonna make you feel good, gonna make your mind. Gonna make you feel good, gonna make you feel good, 'cause you are your Mr. Right.
Hey, hi everybody, welcome to the show. Hi, welcome. This is David's Kitchen. Welcome to our expanded 24/7 show too. Hey everybody, welcome. Yeah. So, what do we have here? I said I was going to buy pork and I bought it. Yeah, remember when I said I was going to buy pork? I know. Who would have guessed I would find a really good looking Northwest grown pork price? And of course, you know me, I had to go for it. I'm going to get the chat room in so I can talk to you guys. Welcome. Okay, we are up and running. Hey there, we are cooking. Yes, welcome. If you've been watching the 24/7 show, thank you for coming in and doing that. It is available now at coolrock.com. You can watch me any time of the day. I am not a robot. Although this is Technology Thursday. Okay. She's coming on tonight. She'll be in. I know you guys want to spend some time with her. She took 2 days off, but she was back yesterday. Yeah, so enjoy. Okay, so one of the deals that I got here was that this package of meat was $4.34 minus 30%. So we're looking at, yeah, pretty much $1.50 off of that. So right around $3. And then factor in a little bit of vegetables. I got a pepper for 50 cents, amazingly enough, which is a rarity in this life. It is not organic. Yeah, so I'm up to $3.50, and then this for a organic onion was about 25, 30 cents. I'm gonna go 50 cents on that. So 4, and then the broccoli is 5, and then, yeah. Now I use this frozen rice, which is a very good product. It's pre-made. You can save another 50 cents off the rice if you don't buy this, but I'm going to say $1 for the rice, even though it's $1.50. So, all right, $6 should do you. I saw somebody today and they said, are you 160 pounds? And I said, no, I'm 200 pounds. It's not expired. It looks really good. It was past due, but I think we're fine. And then pork, you do want to cook a lot, you know. It's a very round onion, isn't it? Very plump. Sarah's learning all kinds of things. She's been, you know, working on code, and she's been doing a lot of things, which I'm pretty impressed by. I mean, talk about being in the cutting edge of the world and learning code of all things. She's really aggressive at trying to get her knowledge base up, which is great. You know, you don't have to push yourself, but just, you know, staying vigilant and keeping a schedule. That's what she's doing. You know, that's not easy to do in this day and age, especially when she has a job and everything. And here I'm doing a show 24/7, which kind of mixes things up. Okay, the first order of business, I think, is the onion and the pan. So we'll take the pan and we'll add a little onion, a little safflower oil to it. I managed to find a really good deal on olive oil today. Extra virgin Kroger olive oil for $8.99. I thought I'd just stock up. I mean, you can't beat that deal. But I prefer safflower. It's a little bit more durable of a. So start the pan first and wait till it gets hot before you spray it. So I'm going to start that at level 3. She happened to have some really nice, some marinara she picked up from her school. I'm going to put that in as a seasoning agent. Yeah, just to use it up. She gets that, I guess, for free. A little marinara. Okay. Hope you've enjoyed the 24/7 show. It's been a nightmare from my perspective, but it's something I asked for, so I wanted to do what I had to do. Hello. press 2 and remove myself from the call-in list. I made the mistake of staying in a hotel about 5 years ago, and I've had endless calls. Endless calls offering hotel rooms. Yeah, one hotel stay for a week, and then that was it. I think it was 5 years ago. Yeah, 2017. I am not sure. I do not need to be programmed. I am human, like you. Okay. This is going to require a knife to cut the thing open. You know, I didn't sharpen my knife, so let's do that right now. Right. I have an Oster cutting edge. How about that? Cutting edge, it says. Cutting edge. I will turn it on and charge and basically get that nice knife very sharp. Let's do it. Still off camera. I guess there's no way of avoiding that, right? Okay. Got it. I like to rinse it off a little bit in the sink just to make sure it doesn't have any metal shavings on it. Okay. That was easy. Moving right along, we'll cut the onion. I'm going to rinse the pepper off just to be, because it's not organic, I just rinse it off a little bit. You never know. And the best way to get into an onion is with the back of the knife. So we'll just pop the back of it in there. Boom, like that. Peel back the layers of skin, and you're good to go. David, Jesus would love this food. Yes. I don't know, but did Jesus eat pork? Oh, he was Jewish, that's right. He doesn't eat pork. So Jews and Muslims could apply turkey to this, I suppose. They happen to find a turkey gobbling outside their house. Or maybe they could find some genetically modified soy product that they could pick up. Yeah. They make turkey bacon, I suppose. It's not quite the same. Turkey hot dogs. There you go. All of you Jewish people and Muslims could eat turkey hot dogs. Yeah. When I heard the rationale for not eating pork, I was kind of shocked. But whatever. I'm not really concerned about it. Okay, we'll get ready. We got a hot pan here, so let's get the oil on there. Okay. A little pump action. The atomizer. This saves so much oil and wasted oil, because sometimes when you throw a whole tablespoon in there, you're like wasting it. I used to do that. Okay, and just hold the onion down halfway across and just slice through it about a 1/4 inch apart. And then go like that. And we're just going to get this onion going right away, this half, and I'll add the other half later. And I call that staged fusion cooking. Try not to get the domain for that, please. StagedFusionCooking.com. Yeah, I would prefer to get it myself. Alexa, could you order me a new domain? Yes, Dave. Would that be something if you had so much money you could just buy domains every time you said something? I think I'll buy that domain. Certainly. Now broccoli, you want to pull off the leaves. That's essential. Oh, and I don't want to actually stand near the onion because the acids come right into your eyes, which kind of sucks. Yeah, yes. We will go ahead and chop the crown off of this. Now, granted, this is not a lot of crown. You know, you could do a lot better. So Sarah brought me some food donated from her class, which I'm going to add to it with a little carrot in it. I'll just give that little bag a rinse. See, apparently the kids don't eat a lot of this stuff, so ooh, I could eat that separately. Nice little cucumber slices. Isn't that nice? Okay, the broccoli tops go on last, so you can put those aside. We're going to prep the base broccoli. Basically, the center part is the cruciferous part, which forms a cross, which makes it very healthy for you. Yeah. And of course, you try to keep the plastic waste to a minimum. And don't cook with a plastic bag, just to be on the safe side. I prefer eating it raw, but when you lose your teeth at a certain age, it's best to be a little lighter in your teeth. Pre-cook your carrots, that way you don't get, you know. You don't have to put carrots in this dish. I just have them there anyway. So I'll chop them up for color. Now this is a stalk. When the leaves start up here, when they start going up here, you want to cut that off. Because that whole thing you can use as it is. The sides are not too bad, but when you get down here near the stalk, you have to actually cut off the base, of course, and then shave the sides off slightly. Now, normally you would use kind of like some people would use soy sauce. Be careful, it's very salty. I'm using marinara, so it's not as bad. And of course I'll use some seasoning. I'll be using Patti LaBelle's No Salt No. 3. Actually, I think I've got the rest of her Patti LaBelle's No Salt seasoning blend. Yes, that's what I'm going to use. Very good. Now, if you're really on a budget, you can take the stalks and put them in a soup if you want, you know. I suppose. You know, if you really want to save money and get roughage to people, but just a little bit of broccoli stock. We're going to cook that with the pork and the peppers. So, meanwhile, this rice is just defrosting here, and that's all pre-cooked. There we go. I got it all there. Okay, so I'm going to take another plate and cut up the pork. Best not to cut pork on a breadboard because of the salmonella issue as well as botulism issue. And anytime you cut it up with a knife, you want to make sure you wash the knife afterwards because you never know. Okay, usually you can smell pork if it smells weird. No smell at all, except dead flesh. Okay, smells like dead flesh. Now I give it a little rinse. You want to rinse that pork off, just to be on the safe side. And then make sure you have it tightly bunched together like this. And with a sharp knife, just cut it off at the base. Sometimes you have to pull it away from the meat. And you kind of like go right into the plate. You make a nice slice that's about 1/4 inch thick. This makes for a handy, I think I'll do one at a time. It's too much to handle too. It's a handy way of cooking, and you're making bite-sized pieces of meat about this big. Now granted, that's almost bite-sized. Okay, I'm going to throw that pork. I'm going to toss a little of this seasoning on it, right there. I'm going to get that right in the pan, and I'm going to kind of go along and season it with little bunches of pork. Now you don't have to salt this meat. until later. Meat stays a little more tender when it doesn't have salt on it in the initial cooking stages. Now you see I have some sinew here. I'm going to cut that off so it's not going to bother people. And this is a pork loin that I bought for $3. I mean, that's a lot of meat for $3. And it's Northwest grown, so I probably saw this pork sitting out in the field when I drove by. And I was going, well, at least it's got a good life, you know. Yeah, they grow pretty fast, and they have a pretty good life. They have a view of the ocean, plenty of fresh grass, clean air, nice fresh water. It's porkalicious. I hope we have a pork fest this summer. They've been canceling it every year because of COVID, but we'll see. I know a lot of people love that pork fest. I used to eat restaurant quality carnitas, and it's really slow cooked. So when you go to pork at this level, now I'm going to rinse that knife off. So then I'm going to take the seasoning again, Patty LaBelle no salt blend. That's good stuff. It's got all kinds of good things: curry, turmeric. Okay, I'm going to take some of this marinara sauce and just pour it right on top. I'll do that with both of the containers. This is something we just happen to have from a previous meal. Okay, rinse those out. I don't think that they're biodegradable. Let me check. Well, they're number 4s, so I won't take them at my recycler, unfortunately. Now, what I'm doing for garbage bags is unique. Like, I bought chicken in this bag, and now I'm using it as my garbage bag, which I urge you to do so that you'll save the amount of plastic waste you're using. It's best not to overdo plastic waste. Okay, then just take the rest of that. I've got it at level 3. I'm just going to put the rest of that right down on the pan. I'm going to spray the pan a little bit more. And just throw it in there, like that. Perfect. Take a spatula and pull it around. Spread it around in the onion and onion, and then you're gone. Then you're good. Somebody sent me I think it's Scissorfight sent me a Justin was a guy in the Cajun country that cooked Creole and Cajun food. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he, I didn't know if he's still alive. He might be, but he's got video out there if you want to grab it. Then I'm going to grab these little stalks of whatever I have here. Oh, I haven't finished cutting them. Yeah, I'm going to cut the rest of the broccoli here. So when you get up around here, you just take this section. Make sure the leaves are off, because they're kind of weird. Cut it in half. Cut it in half again. Press the half down. Cut it in half. And half again. Always looking at the knife. Never take your eyes off the knife, because if you do, you could cut your finger off, because your finger's not that dissimilar to food. You wouldn't want to do that. We saw a guy the other day sticking his hand in a lion's cage. Turkey is all right? Yeah, it is. Oh, True Blue. Yeah, thank you. We're going to put that right on top of the pork. Whoa! You almost saw my feet. Luckily, I was wearing socks. I kind of figured that would happen. Some of you foot fetish people are really over the top. Okay. Cover that up. Now, this is kind of a layered cooking process. Now, that's going to cook at level 3. It's getting started. But I'm going to take it up to level 6. Bingo. Yeah, I just moved it up to level 6. Okay, let's do the rest of the onion. a little tighter on this one, on this cut, because this is above the other, which is below. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it was you know, the 24/7 show started with a kind of a blunder on my part. I thought it would be kind of fun to play a video, and it was one of those sensitive videos. I'm not going to even talk about it. And yeah, it played 100 times for 3 hours because the computer had been broken. The software that they'd upgrade hadn't fixed the player. And they said, oh yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet. Then why did you do an upgrade? Why would you do an upgrade without load testing your software? Hello? But anyway, I was banned on DLive for playing a video that probably was sensitive, and I didn't realize it, even though it played on ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, and Fox. Okay, we're going to put another layer of onions on top of that. And then the broccoli tops like that. Okay. Yeah, not nice? You can take the crowns and kind of break them up so they go into different places. Okay. The important thing is keep it pressed down. You don't want to move the pork off the bottom of the pan. Now, you can use a little bit of water as a sweetener. I'm almost out of water. I got to make some more. I'm going to put a little splash of water in there. Just a touch, just no more than a couple tablespoons. That gets the steam fry going. Yeah. It's okay, really. Garlic is coming, yeah. I agree, onion and garlic should go together, but the important thing was to get the onion down because I was kind of running out of time. In fact, I don't know if you realize, but most of these shows are pretty timed out whenever you see them. That's because I'm an expert at what I do. Most people can't handle that. Normally a cooking show is extremely hands-on and very difficult. Yeah, so I made it very simple. I'm even composting here. I know many of you were involved in the movie that was playing on JFK. Sorry I had to interrupt that. I'll be bringing it back later tonight for the evening show after 11. Yeah, it might be a JFK night, I don't know. Or technology and JFK. So just go ahead and squish those garlics with the side of your blade and your fist. Like that. And then you pop right off. Very easy to work with this way. And these garlics come off in little pieces, which is not my favorite kind of garlic. But it is American-made garlic, so that's good. I do not buy garlic from China because of the issues of herbicides. They use more herbicides than we do. Yeah. Let's get that water filled up. This is a pre-filtered, fully reverse osmosis. And it goes into the zero water filter, which then just kind of makes its own while we wait. I've got a cup of coffee I got to grab here. I grabbed the scum off the top, which is from whole milk. And I recommend whole milk. I used to drink non-fat. I think when I started drinking skim milk when I was a kid, it changed to the word non-fat, and I didn't know what that meant. Ah, wonderful. You're having hot wings right now? Well, that's excellent, dude. Excellent. I'll put the garlic in just a bit. I'm kind of letting it air dry. Yeah, well, I used to cook with a lot of things. Yeah, it's kind of amazing. But it's probably best to slow down the cooking process and just feel the enjoyment of cooking, you know? How could I not know what? I don't use sardines with pork. No, it's clashes. You can integrate carrots very nicely. Peas work very well as opposed to broccoli. Garlic and peppers kind of cook at the same level, so I'm going to add those as my next stage. And I've got one big pepper that I picked up for an amazingly low price of 50 cents. Isn't it amazing? It's amazing when you shop around. I got a whole bag of 6 of these things for $3. Yeah, and no, they are not organic, so you never know. But hey, food is food. I'm not a stickler on every detail. I slice them down the side first, like vertically. Yeah, and then I'm going to cut them, crisscross them, and I grab them like that and then go the other way. About a ½ inch each. Well, I went to my first restaurant after 2.5 years today. So I'm not really that hungry, but I'm making dinner anyway. Okay, now about right around now, we're going to go ahead and dice the garlic. I'm going to mince it and dice it. Use the back end of the knife for that. There we go. Okay. Let's open this up. Now you can stir it. Everything's cooking. You want to keep the pork at the bottom though if you can. Kind of press into it and move it around. And what you're doing is marrying ingredients. Yeah, this looks like it needs another layer of pâte de bale because I got a little bit left in here. We'll go ahead and season the top of that with some more pâte de bale. This done no salt stuff is incredible. I'm going to throw the garlic down. And then all the peppers go on top. Okay, keep it at level 6, keep it rolling. You see why I could easily be a line cook, I'm so fast. Yeah, I'm probably one of the fastest cooks in the world. I don't want to brag, but you know how it is. I hope my audio's good. It's not too low, is it? It looks like it's really low. Can you even hear me? Holy crap, is this even set? No way. This is not right. It's the wrong camera. Yeah, or is it? Hang on. It's the microphone. Yeah, it's the right audio, but it seems to be set really low. I'm going to raise up the equalizer. I don't know, it seems like it's really low. Testing 1 2. Now it's a little louder. Is it too loud for you now? 1 2 3 1 2 3. It just seems kind of low on this end. Peppers prevent a variety of health conditions. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, I'm fine. Okay. I raised the volume a little bit, but I'm still kind of freaked out by the low volume. I normally saw it much higher. That's weird. Huh. It sounds good? Okay, good. You can probably hear the jets in the background. Well, let's be clear. Yeah, I'm going to eat those cucumbers later myself. I do prefer raw food if I can, but you know, if you are cooking a meal, it's best to cook the meal as opposed to eat it raw. Makes sense, right? Okay. Now there was a little bit of salt in it's like ragu. It's marinara sauce. I sound clear? Good, excellent. It's a good condenser mic. It does a decent job. It's not terrific, but it's better than nothing. You know what I hear is jalapenos actually are a mild aphrodisiac. So if you're struggling in your personal sex life, you may want to try a couple of jalapenos for dinner. Yeah, I know many of you may be struggling, you know, in this new age we're living in. Check out the kitchen. David's kitchen is fully operational. The cactus grows on its own and it keeps the other plants happy. I've got a variety of cacti and I've got a beautiful orchid Sarah brought in over here. And the previous orchid from the other year is growing up and it's sprouting already. So we're getting these beautiful Phalaenopsis orchids, are great conversation piece, especially if you're on aphrodisiacs. Boy, we're really getting complicated here, aren't we? Well, as you know, there's not a lot to this meal. And since I'm not big on salt, I like to do something different. Most people don't do this, but check this out. Jalapeno lime mayonnaise. This is incredible stuff. I got this for 99 cents a container because they were going bad. They're normally $9.99. I got it for 99 cents. That is amazing stuff. I love putting this on vegetables. I'm not going to use it today, but it's just very mild jalapeno. Okay, I'll put a little in here. You convinced me. Yeah, I'm going to take a teaspoon of this mayonnaise and put it in there. It's like a really mild flavoring jalapeno. I'm just going to throw it on top. We're talking just a little bit of flavoring here. It's the subtle flavoring like that makes meals so unique. And somebody will say, what was that mystery ingredient? And then I'm going to pull out the big gun here, the Parmesan cheese. Yeah, you can throw a little Parmesan cheese on this meal if you want salt. And it really adds flavor to it. Now I'm going to mix it all up. Still at level 6. Perfect. Okay. And I'm going to take that rice and put it right on top. Now these are microwavable, but I don't like microwaving plastic. I just, you know, why take a chance, right? I'm going to put it right on top. It's all pre-cooked and frozen. And you can get these in dry containers that store in your closet for decades too. I'll show you one. Organic brown rice. I got this for $1.50 as well. So it's all pre-cooked. It has enough moisture in it to rehydrate in the microwave. So if you're on the go and you need to make a big meal for somebody, I did this in 15-20 minutes. It's practically done. Okay, I'm going to grab my glass bowl, which I'll be serving this in. Yeah, this is the place I went today. Red Robin. And I told Sarah, I said, we need to go there, you know, for birthdays and stuff. It's incredible. I mean, God, they have these endless dishes. got the Arctic cod with the endless potato wedges. Yeah, somebody else didn't want their salad, so I ate their salad, so that was awesome. Arctic cod was, they had 5 pieces for $14. Yeah, I know you have a couple in New Jersey. Joe Pesci was telling me that in the show. Yeah, the endless steak fries are like, and I tell them not to put salt on it. And then you can dip it in the tartar sauce if you want. And then the person I was with was talking about having ketchup with no high fructose corn syrup. And we were looking at the Heinz brand, and they do make ketchup with cod, Arctic cod, COD. Yeah, care on delivery. But the most ketchups have high fructose corn syrup, so you actually have to look for the Heinz brand that doesn't have it, or go out of your way to get an organic brand like this Organic Simple Truth, and that has just plain sugar in it. If you avoid high fructose corn syrup, you may be avoiding a lot of problems, because there's some problems with the genetically modified corn. I'm not going to go into specifics, but let's just say that it's probably safer for you to get it without it. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup is one of those things we don't really know a lot about, but it's in almost everything we buy. So the person I was with was very upset that they didn't have it, and it's like, okay, well, just try the tartar sauce on your potato wedges. I mean, what's the problem? Oh, no. And then this person grabbed the ketchup and ate it anyway. It's like, okay, so you care about your health, but you don't really care about your health. You just want to have ketchup with your fries. I get it. It's perfectly normal. Should I spend the rest of this off, really? I think I should. Or should that be another meal? I think that'll be another meal. Yeah, I think I've got enough seasoning in there. You can add pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Gosh, you can put anything in here. Like I said, peas. You can put parsley in here. That works well with pork. One of the ingredients that some people use with pork would be rosemary. Yeah, rosemary is not a bad ingredient. It adds a unique flavor. I didn't put any, whoa. I didn't put any Italian seasoning in here, so I think I'm going to go with a little rosemary and Italian seasoning on top. Okay. It'll be different. Yeah, I got these dollar containers at Walmart for 99 cents. You get Italian seasoning. I'm going to go for it. Put that on the rice. And I'm going to mix everything up and kind of put a little bit of rosemary in here. This is beautiful. Yeah, the pork is getting done. It's got a good high flame, so you're getting it up to 160 degrees, 165 degrees. Of course, my glass top is very, very safe. I'm going to dust it with some rosemary. Yeah, it's a very subtle and strong and pungent herb. I grow rosemary. So all this is handcrafted, wildcrafted in my organic garden of delight. Okay. We cover it up and turn it to level 3. One of the oils you could use, which is possible, is sesame oil. That makes a good one. You can also use ginger with pork. Yeah, that's an idea. I didn't go in that direction today, but if you did go in that direction, that's cool. Yeah, Walmart has 98-cent everything, if you really want. You know, they also sell organic herbs there for $3.79. You were at the 98-cent bin the other day. Excellent. Well, you know what I'm talking about then. Now this is a kind of messy glass top I'm looking at here. See that? So I'm going to take my handy dandy sponge and wipe it down. I absolutely love the glass top cooking experience. And now they make glass top induction ranges, which are more efficient. But what Sarah and I did was we bought one single induction glass top range for one pan. So if we ever go camping, we can hook it up to an inverter. Yeah. And cook off a solar panel. Isn't that cool? Yeah, you can cook off a solar panel charged inverter. No, not sesame oil. Sesame Street? No. All right. We're working it. Should you put hot sauce in it? Well, I put a little jalapeno oil, a little avocado jalapeno oil in it. I'm not going to overdo it. Yeah. Now, I've gone off of gluten. I've completely gone off of wheat, and I haven't talked much about my my ailment, but I made a mistake of eating too much sourdough last week, and I've been having a lot of problems. I haven't talked about it because I worked through all my pain. Yeah, but my body was erupting like a yeast bin, and I was like, oh no, what did I do that for? I just ate all this sourdough, and it's like, why did I do that? Oh, I had to take all kinds of things. I took like a Gas X Beano tablet to help me, and then I got on a regular dose of, I'm not going to talk about what I did, but yeah, jalapeno and rosemary, that's the way to go. Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, like last night, I had a crushing migraine at the end of the show. Yeah, I think I have like a mild yeast infection in my body. I do. Now, this person I was with today said that there's a lot of things that help with those things, and I'm not going to recommend what that is, but I listened, but I didn't believe what I was hearing. Yeah, it just didn't make any sense. But hey, you know, I'm getting better. I'm about 90% better. But what happens is it creates all this burping in your upper body. And this has happened to me before. I had like three, well, I thought it was peanuts that did it. Peanuts. And I definitely am off peanuts. I just don't like the way they hit my body, but the symptoms are you get upper body like burping, and then it starts to put pressure in your lungs and your heart. It's totally, it sucks. So I think I have like an upper body above my stomach, a little yeast infection. So I'm working with it. But man, I'll never eat white flour, and I won't stoke the engine of the yeast machine inside of me. I said no more to gluten, and with rice, I'll be better off. Today I had those wedge potatoes and the Arctic cod, and I feel great. No big deal. I always show the food at the end of the show. Yeah, and I'm going to turn the whole thing off at this point, because the top of that thing is like 180 degrees. So you know the whole pan is very hot. That's like 200 degrees. It doesn't affect me because my fingers are not like yours. They're made out of silicone. I'm sorry, I was not allowed to say that. Beep, repeat, repeat, repeat. Beep, beep, default. Hi, I'm cooking now. But no, I actually have you know, sensitive fingers. I have to be careful not to touch a hot 200-degree pan. Don't treat yourself to fresh meat and produce. No, 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 no. That's no. You can't live the luxury life. You're getting ready for food shortages, man. I'm trying to help all of you people. You know, Ridiculous has lost 60 pounds on my cooking plan. Yeah, 60 pounds. I mean, that's serious, dude. Remember when I came in here and I was about 225? Now I'm 205. Yeah. Well, if you buy fresh food, you're gonna get hooked on it. You need to get hooked on really old food. That way, when you get fresh food, it's a luxury. Yeah, life isn't going to get easier, you know. It's going to get a lot harder. Okay, once a week. I prefer old, stale, discount food unless it's rotten. Now, because all my my entire supply of croutons for Y2K, because I found out I'm gluten intolerant, I'm going to throw them in the compost heap. All of them. Yeah, and this is a big moment for me. It's a breakthrough moment for me to throw food in the compost heap because it's just not going to be good for me. This could have been eaten, but I can't really eat white flour anymore. I've decided no more. If I do eat flour, I'll mix like a 24 grain bread or something. Hey, watch your mouth, buddy. Yeah, you can't talk about me that way. So every week I'm going to throw a few crouton packages away as a form of tithing. Oh man, they're so rancid. God. Rancid. Unbelievable. Yeah. Don't eat that. You know, I halfway think this whole problem with my yeast thing started with these things. Yeah, I really do. Eating rancid croutons was probably what got me. Yeah, you can't trust anything rancid, man. I was being foolish to be put in my mouth. So don't take my my advice all the time. Always check for rancid smells. Okay, we're about done. I'm going to throw everything in the glass bowl. Nice pork mixed with brown organic rice, peppers, broccoli, all the great foods that make a wonderful dish wonderful. I'm going to take a spatula and get the rest of it. All right. Beautiful. Well, I think you can feed 5 people comfortably with this. And the cost was relatively low, especially if you make your own rice. You definitely could stay under $6. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da-da! Okay, we're done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be in the other room in a few minutes to start the show. And then we'll enter the people section. We'll get out of the miscellaneous section. All right, thank you very much for everyone. Hang in there. Making low-cost food can be fun.